Hi, how you doing? I'm Rob Fitz from the Magic Parlor, and we're going to be doing our makeup demonstrations for this month's effects crate, the Blood Crate. I got Paul here, and let's get started. So we have a Graftobian product called Blood Paste, which is really good. It's a nice blood gel, always handy. So we find a nice piece of real estate here. You can use it to make little slices and skin, little surface cuts. You can go a little thicker and spread it out for like coagulated wounds. I always like making little random cuts, and you can spread it around a little bit as we're messing people up here. It's always fun. There's your blood paste. Yeah, with this stuff, it's always good because it'll stay right there. It will dry and get a little coagulated, which is good. You can get it in the brow a little bit. Get it really thick and bloody. Never be shy with blood paste. You can always take some away. This is good and a little flat. I'm just using this little spatula. Can make abrasions. You can always take a sponge too and take a little bit of that on there, and if you want to get like make it look like, you know, road rash. Always fun. If you have a stipple sponge, you can take it, you can scrape, and that makes a good, you know, like that actual like just surface of the skin scraping, like he got, you know, his face dragged along the side of a sidewalk or something. Always good. Lots of stuff you can do with that, just like playing with it. It's always good to mess with it so you can see what different instruments do with different things, you know? So let's try a little bit of this. This is the Wuchi coagulated blood. And we're gonna make poor Paul here all bloody. Some blood all over. We'll concentrate the coagulated blood in this area. This seems a little more sticky. I'm actually going to use, I'll use this. So it's like it's less a gel than it is like almost like a cream, but we're going to have Paul have a bloody nose. They got punched in the noggin. The Wuchi stuff is good for that. Very sticky and yeah, that looks pretty good. That's the Wuchi blood gel. Wuchi coagulated. And we have a special stuff here. This is the HD blood gel by Kryolan. The dark venous. This is the Kryolan stuff. And there we go. Let's see what I can do to make like some nice. This is supposed to be the HD stuff, so it really kind of, actually, you can make some nice scratches with it, actually, with an instrument like this. And you could also use your brush with this, like just a regular brush. But I like using these because this Kind of gives you an edge to cut it. Yeah, not too bad. Looks like some really, like, you know, nice surface scratches there. Not bad at all.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean, we have definitely some different properties these bloods are carrying, but it's a lot of good stuff to play with, mess around with. Let's see what else we got. This is the Krylon HD blood, but I like it in this little tube, right? So say, and having it in this tube is really helpful because you can let it bleed and trickle down. It's always a nice way to have, you know, your blood dispensed in like these little, like a little squeeze bottle. It's always easier. So it has like a bit of a trickle to it. We have another blood too. If you hadn't had enough, can never get enough blood. This is the Tinsley Transfer blood, which is very liquidy. So this one has a nice drip to it. You can watch that drip. Like you can spot it on little drips and drabs like blood splatter. And then, right, you can take this, because this is drying blood, so it will, when it dries, it will get all crusty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some on a chip brush here. Close your eyes, Paul. And make some spatters. And I cut a chip brush like this at an angle, and then I can, and hopefully, if it doesn't come out right, if you don't have enough to really saturate it, you can always do this. And little dots of blood. There we go. There we go. Kind of splatters it about. Little speckles in there if you can catch them, you know. Always take the other bloods and do that too. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, you have a lot of options with these, you know. You can make cuts, like right off, you know, like little scratches and cuts, splatters, you know, all kinds of different things. Get coagulated blood up the nose, so it's bleeding out the nose, you know, mess someone's eyebrow up, looks like he's got a cut on the eyebrow, that kind of thing. Lots of good options. So yeah, there you go. So we went from like thick blood cuts and splatters to a different type down here around the nose, and then still a different type, and then little speckles and spatters. And then they all operate differently, like the Wuchi and the blood paste, the Graftobian blood paste, those won't dry. Like they'll look different. The Tinsley stuff dries to look like dried blood, you know, so it looks, you know, crusty and nasty and everything else. So, but you have some good options here. So there you go.
Very cool.
All right, have fun with bloods.